I just saw the thing. Talking to Teacups live. Here. Can you hear me?
There it is. Always gotta test it out. God damn it. Test. Oh, and the fan background's not too loud.
The fan.
Oh, it's the computer's fan. Yeah, you don't hear it, right? Because I hear it like a low hum in the background, but it's not too bad.
I can't hear it.
Okay, good. I hear myself sounding really clear, really good, so I like that. All right. Always get nervous. Let me make sure my chats are able to pop up. I think it doesn't go over top yeah, Streamlabs isn't. Okay, there it is. Test. Blah blah blah. Just gonna keep chatting a bunch of stuff. Do you see that pop up, or no?
Yeah, I can see it.
You see the chats pop up on the right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I have it set to last longer because I hated that they go away because I don't get that many like chats, so I wanted it to last a bit longer. Um, yo, I don't know why, but it's the anticipation. This ain't even shit right now, but the anticipation always gets me those butterflies in my like it's in my heart right now, and it's not like it's
Butterflies.
yeah. I get nervous every time I'm about to go live. Only when it's with you and I'm doing the podcast. Never when I'm playing video games. I'll never get this feeling.
Because you want to live up to to my standards.
I
Because I'm
think
so good, such good of a host that you gotta live up
I think that's exactly what it is. All right, let me give me a second though. Let me just I gotta get and I also drank some coffee, so that's not helping because usually butterflies is in your tummy. This shit's in my heart, but my heart's beating probably a little fast because my wife always makes the coffee with too much sugar. So it could be that too, the combination of that, but it's all the time. All right, let me just
to
get a
me.
moment.
These think once we go live, I'm gonna start playing the mute game.
All right, we are going live in five, four.
Hold on.
Oh,
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm hold on, let me take this headphone out my ear because I hear myself talking. Maybe that's what it is. Don't do that though. Don't do that. Let me just give me it. Just let me get there.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
It's the coffee. It's the coffee for real. Let me drink some water. I got it. My heart. All right. Hey, this is gonna be a fast podcast too. I gotta chill. I gotta chill. It's not even that long. It's only 5 news stories, and the topics are pretty easy. I just gotta get
Nice.
over my own head. All right, going live. Going live in five, four, three, two, one. Ahoy Maloy mateys, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Talking in Teacups, where we are the serious topic show with not so serious people. We are your host, Decipher and Elbow. Elbow, it's good to be here with you today. Such a glorious day.
No, that's great.
And if you didn't know, you can follow
Great to be
us.
here with you as well.
It's good to be here with me. Oh my goodness, this is a first. This is a first. No, this is not a first. Um,
Well, you're having a weird day. I want to make sure you started off right.
yeah. If you didn't know, you can follow this channel at Cypher's Pit Gaming on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and now on TikTok and Pinterest. Yes, we are on TikTok, finally, and we are on Pinterest. And if you want to support the channel, you want to see episodes early and just all kinds of behind the scenes shenanigans and things that are going on, go to patreon.com/CypherSpitGaming. And if you can't do that, that's perfectly fine. You can watch for free here on Twitch every Saturday and on YouTube. We podcast live every Saturday at around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. and older episodes are being clipped and put out on this channel throughout the week, with full episodes being released on Friday. Coming up next, a baker's dozen, the news roundup of last week's biggest story. So let's talk about always online games. My thoughts are I don't like games that are always online requirement, especially if they have a single player component, such as The Sims 4, or sorry, SimCity 4. When that game launched, it's a game that you can play multiplayer with other cities. They can be next to your city, you guys can build, or you can play by yourself. When that game first launched, it had a always online requirement. They do that to prevent piracy and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on always online games?
So I play many of those games.
Are those games that you can only play online? Like Rocket League, you can play offline. I know you like Rocket League and Minecraft. Yes, you can play them online, but they don't require you to have an internet connection. That's what I should have said. Games that require you to have an internet connection in order to play them.
That's what I was asking. I don't think I have any games like that. Maybe Fortnite, I guess.
Fortnite,
But you can only really play that multiplayer, you know? I mean, I don't, yeah, I don't really think I play games like that.
exactly. I
I
would,
might be a basic.
yeah, I would say I don't, but I think Dauntless might be always online. But I bring that up because it's a game called Payday, made by Starbreeze, and it's been out for years now, maybe over 10 years. They had Payday 1, big hit. Payday 2, they got a little heavy with the microtransactions, but it was another hit as well. So now this year in September, they're going to release Payday 3. Now, all the while, these games were something that you could play online with friends, or you could play offline with bots. Now coming out, Payday 3 is going to be online only. It's going to require internet connection, is what I should say, because you can still play it with bots by yourself, but you still need an internet connection. So again, like I said, these are DRM type things to prevent piracy, but a lot of people are now just lamenting the inevitable. They're saying, hey, Payday 3, I'm not going to be messing with this game just because it's inevitable that the game's going to shut down. Think of like Marvel's Avengers. I believe when that launched, you also had to have an internet connection to play that, even though they had a solo single player story mode. They did have the mode where
You know, so you know which game is like that? Star Trek Bridge Crew. And now the servers are shut down. If you don't know 4 people who play it, you can't play the game anymore.
dang. Okay, and I like Star Trek Bridge Crew, and I never got a chance to actually play it. I wanted to play it in VR. That sucks. So yeah, fans are
Play
mad
with
that
us. We
Payday 3.
can afford it.
I will. Fans are very upset that Payday 3 is now going to have an online only requirement. That's why I brought that up. And I think that sucks because Payday 1 and 2 did not have that requirement. So it's really not fair to those who have terrible internet connections. Like right now, I'm having some internet issues. It's not bad, but it's, it's not that other Oh, I almost said the name of the company. See, you don't get no shout outs until we get sponsors. No, 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 no. But yeah, that's that first news. This second bit of news kind of riled me up. I'm gonna give you a little intro before I talk about it. I was just cruising through the Reddits as I do to find my news. Sometimes I go to Google, but it's mostly been Reddit just because Google gives me a lot of people who just SEO hop, who just like, you see the articles and it's not really that interesting. So Reddit, I like the articles that I get there more. So this particular article, I was just gonna, slide past it, and then topic number 2, we'll talk about, whether you should say something or not say something. But I just felt the compulsion to say something because it affected me that much. And my channel doesn't usually talk about this kind of thing. We do, but in a not so serious way. But this time I had to go serious. What this article said, just the headline alone, was like, what? All right, so here it is. Florida schools will now teach how slavery brought a personal benefit to black people. I'll say that one more time. Florida schools will now be teaching how slavery brought a personal benefit to black people. Let that sink in.
I find that having my personal freedom strips always benefits me. Just in case the government's listening, I don't want to say anything out of pocket.
All right, fair enough.
Give me arrested.
So the Florida Board of Education has approved shocking new standards for African American history despite overwhelming backlash. Oh wait, hold on. I'm supposed to be showing the screen too, so you can see the article. Let me show you. So Florida Board of Education has approved shocking standards for African American history despite overwhelming backlash from the public. So teachers, professors are saying, if we teach this, this ain't really a good look. And so the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, and try not to look at the other articles coming up because they're in my tabs. I don't know how to hide the tabs. Ron DeSantis, his
Do you have
people.
any porn in it?
No, there's no porn. his his people in his cabinet, so maybe not directly him, but they're tied closely to him, but probably him. They have this campaign called Anti-Woke. It was, I read the article, but I don't know where it's at to find it. There's like an anti-woke thing where they're tired of the liberals? The liberals trying to say, okay, you gotta be woke. Basically, long story short is they don't want white children in Florida. This is all Florida specific, so not the whole country, just Florida right now. They don't want white children to feel guilt when they learn about the atrocities of slavery. They want them, they're trying to, like rephrase the history or rewrite the history to say, well, it was beneficial to black people because it helped them develop, slavery I'm talking about, it helped them develop skills. And there's an incident in,
Well,
oh, go
these
ahead.
are two wrong things, right?
You said what?
'Cause
Say that again, I didn't hear you.
you can teach the truth. You can teach guilty. What the hell, white kids? Hold up. You can't hear me?
No, your audio is like
Hello,
chopping
can you
in
hear
and out. Your audio's chopping in and out. Say it one more time. Hello?
me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How do you like my levels? Are my levels okay?
Your levels are okay. You were going a little bit in and out. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay. I wasn't with Wi-Fi. I just went to data, hoping that would make it better.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, why is your voice
I
going
was
in and
saying
out?
that
Okay.
those are two. I don't know. I don't know. Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know
You
what.
can tell them to do with slavery children years ago.
Hold on, your audio is going bad for some reason. What are you doing? Is it me? Is it because I got?
Hold on, I'm back in. I'm back in. Hold on. I'm back. Can you hear me?
You're back. I can hear you. Yes. Sound like you just dropped out too.
All right, go ahead. Move on.
All right. Well, either way, when I read this, at first I saw the article headline. I'm like, okay, this is just a little scandalous headline to get me to click. You got me. I'm gonna click on it. So I read it. It started from they were trying to basically whitewash this incident that happened in Okasee, Florida. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Sorry. In 1920, where the white people didn't want African Americans to vote, so they started killing them. And then they tried to say, well, this incident happened because of acts of violence perpetrated against and by African Americans, meaning the African Americans who were the victims are now they're trying to say that they're the ones who perpetrated the incident. And so that also reminded me of 1920 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the reason why I found out about that, not that I was just a history scholar, is from TV shows. Watchmen, that came out in 2020. And what's that show with Jonathan Majors? I can't even think of it now. It doesn't matter. The show that I got introduced to Jonathan. Lovecraft Country. Yeah, they both actually touched on the Tulsa Massacre, I want to say it was called. And at least in those things, they were like...
Like Wall Street bombing.
Yeah, exactly. Black Wall Street. At least in those events, they tried to just say, okay, let's just all forget about it. This, in real life, not the TV show, the real world, they're trying to say, well, it only happened because the black people was just so angry. Like, that's crazy. And it's crazy that's happening in real life. You know, you read this, oh, that's a TV show, that's fake. Yeah, that would never happen. But Florida, y'all out of pocket. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. And I spoke out about it on my channel. I'm like, I know my channel's a gaming channel, but we do cover some topics in a not so serious way. That one struck a chord with me because I'm like, yo, that's like something from Black Mirror. Don't do that in real life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because kids are, I'm going to be offensive. Kids are dumb. You teaching a 6-year-old something.
Too wrong. They're trying to solve Sorry.
No, go ahead. We just can't
Hello.
hear you. Yeah, yeah. You said they're trying to solve something, but we couldn't hear you.
Gotcha. I was trying to say they're trying to solve a problem by creating another problem. You
Yeah,
could, you have when you're talking about history.
yeah. And I get some of
Like
the
trying to
points.
hide it is not going to solve anything.
Yeah, I get some of the points. They don't want their kids to feel sad or bad, but that's okay because if your child feels sad, that just shows they have empathy. So you are allowed in America to feel however you want to feel. I personally would not like it if the kids laughed at that history. Like, you read a textbook and you read about slavery. You got some kids that just try to be jokesters and they laugh about it. I don't think that's okay. As a kid, you probably be like, ha ha. Well, I probably still wouldn't laugh because I'm black, but you got some of those kids that would just they young and dumb, but as you get older and you start to get more mature, then you change that tune, hopefully. So don't try to hide it from your children to think the guise of protecting them. Like you said, they're trying to solve a problem by creating another problem. So some of the points that they make, I get. You don't want your kids to feel bad, but again, that's okay. Their emotions are allowed in this country, so whether they feel happy about the incident that happened, sad about it, mad about it, you got to let them feel that it's okay to learn history is crazy. Like, we were wild back then, we're wild now, which is even crazier. People in 2050 going to look back in 2022 like y'all was wild. So you can't try to hide the history from kids. Don't do that. Kids not dumb. Don't do that to them. Well, they are dumb. They're impressionable, and they're going to hear an adult say, "Oh yeah, this wasn't as bad as it was. It was." Don't do that. Please don't do that
You
to
know
these
what's
kids.
also happening?
What?
Our voices are lagging with each other, so we're trying to talk, but we're like 5 seconds off with each other.
Oh, that's so weird. All right, well, I'm gonna move on to the next story. Let me get it pulled up on the screen.
Okay.
And here it is. Spider-Man 2 is currently the best-selling game on PS5 on Amazon, which this one's a little bit of like cheating, because when you pre-order a game on Amazon, all it does is just like, it doesn't take your money. It just puts a hold on your card. So it doesn't even charge it until the game actually ships out. But I saw that and I was like, well, yeah, duh. I'm excited for Spider-Man 2. And I know a lot of people were scared to pre-order games, but this game, you can be almost certain that it's going to be a hit. It's not like, oh, was it with No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk or Battlefield 2042, where it's like, okay, this is risky. This is Sony. Usually their first-party games are all dope. Ghost of Tsushima, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, all the other games. I can't think of them right now off the top of the head. But again, kudos to Spider-Man. Next, this is going to be exclusive for the live podcast.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah, this is exclusive for only the live podcast. So if you're watching this live, it's the only place you're going to be able to see this on Patreon when I drop it on Patreon, because this is going to get me a DCMA takedown. So DC, one of the takedowns. So I got a leak. And usually I don't mess with leaks because I ain't trying to get the channel canceled. But because, like I said, this is only going to be, like, I'm going to, private this video and edit this part out. This is a leak of the Sony Project Q. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is exclusive before Sony takes it down. You said you ready?
Okay.
All right, here it is.
Yep.
And get that bad boy full screen. Bam. This is what it's going to look like. Final product, final build.
What the hell is that?
Wait, hold on. It's supposed to, oh, here it is. Yeah. This is it. You don't know what this is. Oh, hold on. Let me pause it. Sorry. So, back in May, Sony announced that they were going to do a handheld. You know how the Wii U wasn't really the Switch. The Switch, you could take it anywhere. The Wii U, you had to still play it in the same house because it was like an accessory piece. That's what this is. This is an accessory piece to your PS5. Still no pricing, but what it does is you use remote play to play your games on the couch or on the toilet. But in the house, you have to be on Wi-Fi. So it's Wi-Fi only. It's not, you can take it on the go. It does not play games natively. So the reason why it's coming up as a little bit of a news story is because they found out, if you look right here, that is a triangle, that is a circle, that is a square. If you're familiar with Android devices, you're going to know, hold on a second, this is running stock Android, and they're just going to throw a PlayStation skin on top of it. So it's not a Vita, and it's not a Switch. and it's not a PSP. This is just an Android tablet, or sorry, this is a PS5 controller. Can you see the mouse when I move it or no?
Yep.
Okay, cool. This is a PS5 controller cut in half with an Android tablet in the middle, which is perfectly fine. It's just funny to see it because when they show it without the press camera angles, like this guy's just using a cell phone, it just makes it look so unspectacular that they can't charge a lot for it. Because I literally have a tablet and I can buy, or you can't buy these kind of grips, but you could buy some grips to play your games natively and use Remote Play, because Remote Play is an Android app. So is Xbox, what's it called? Xbox Cloud or xCloud, whatever it's called. So a lot of people in the comments were like, well, if it runs Android, again, it's not, when you finally get it, it's going to have the Sony operating system caked over top of it. So you're not even going to find base Android. But I would be inclined, because this year, well, you don't know, maybe I'm going to tell you, this year I'm buying a Steam Deck, even though the ROG Ally has been calling my attention too. But I basically want something like this, a tablet style device with controller handles or whatever the Steam Deck looks like, and I want to be able to play different games. So I want to be able to play PC games, Xbox Cloud games, and if I can squeeze in Remote Play, that'd be great. I don't have a PS5, by the way, but I'll get it. But let me finish letting it play so you can see it. And yeah, this is the leak of it. So again, exclusive for just the live podcast, because I'm surprised this is still even online. Like, you watching this live on somebody's Twitter, and I'm surprised they didn't take it down, because when I had those Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, or not me, I didn't even say I had. Oh, how much would I pay for that? Sony's gonna price it at $350, because if they do 400, that's too much. If they do 300,
$350, I gotta stay in my own house.
All right, maybe 300 then. They can't do anything less than. They can't do. It's too expensive to do all this other stupid stuff. It's a tablet still. They still got to cost the price of a tablet, and you want a tablet with a good screen. Like, I got a tablet with a bad screen that's about $150. So in order for them to make a profit, unless their goal is to sell it at a loss. So what consoles do, they sell the hardware at a loss so that they can keep you buying the software. Everything in the PlayStation Store, they trying to keep you with, bonus news story. They were trying to sue Sony because they said Sony had an exclusive market for buying PlayStation games. Like, there's only the PlayStation Store, not any other store. That's a dumb lawsuit that's going to get thrown out. It's Sony's own ecosystem. They don't need to be like Android where there's multiple stores. But everybody's trying to sue now, so that's the whole thing. So yeah, I think a good pricing for that. Yeah, it's gonna be $299. So not $300 because that'll scare you, but $299 is what people will price that at. What do you think? I'll keep it up until you give me your vote, your guess.
I would never buy it. I mean, I'm still in my house.
No, Price is Right. What you think they gonna price it for? I'm saying now early it's gonna be $299.
If it's any more than 200, I won't be buying it. They can have it.
200. I don't remember how much a PlayStation VR costs, but I remember that being expensive. But again, PlayStation VR could play games. Like, you still needed the console. So that's tough to say. Yeah, I bet you heard it here, folks. It's going to be $299. Now let me get on to the next news story. This is a quick news story. So DC Comics titles have tripled in sales since James Gunn and was it Peter Safran? Yeah, Peter Safran took over DC Studios. So that's good news for DC Comics, and let me just highlight that in the chat.
100 copies a month to 200 copies a month?
Yep. Which, if you're already at the bottom, there's no place to go but up. I'm looking forward to the DCU. I do miss Henry Cavill, but we do have a new Superman. He's from Philadelphia, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering where the new Superman is from. Shout out to Philly.
Everybody who from Philly know damn well Superman ain't gonna be from Philly.
No.
That shit for his own personal gain.
not the character. I'm just saying the actors from Philly.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust no Philly Superman.
Oh my god.
He's like, damn, dickhead, what you doing tied up on the train track?
That gives me an idea for like an anime. That's hilarious. All right, so topic number 1. Which video game console looked the best? Like, what's the best looking video game console?
Best looking.
I'm gonna give it to either the GameCube
You know,
or PS1. Not
the
the
game.
first, not the first PlayStation, but PS1. That little small rounded thing. Yeah, GameCube was cool looking. It was cool looking.
So I like the 64. Uh, crap. Best looking. This was a hard one. The PS5 is up there. PS5 looks. Ah, which one looks the best? Yeah, I'm going 64.
Nintendo 64.
64.
Nintendo 64 looked so much like a video game console. It reminded me of a Sega, so I
Yep.
don't get that best looking. Nah, I
Yep.
don't get that best looking.
It's fun just looking at it. Just looking at it is fun. You know you about to have fun as soon as you cut it on.
So you know you about to have fun as soon as you cut it on. It looked like a Sega, so that one that doesn't get the vote for me. But PS1 Classic, I'm trying to get a picture pulled up, but it's taking forever to load up. Yeah, I think it's my internet today. Gosh dang, internet company that will not be named. Do you remember the PS1, like, not the original PlayStation, but the PS1 where it was like smaller and rounded? I think that looked good.
I remember that. I remember that, John.
Yeah. It's oh here, all right, here's a small picture. I was trying to get a bigger picture to pull up. I could probably zoom it in. So this is your N64 right there. Very much like a Sega. Maybe next week or a later topic we'll talk about controller, but just console wise, I don't think that's best looking. It's weird. It's weird looking. But there
I like
was
it. You know what? They had the ugliest controllers. They had the ugliest controllers, but a great looking console.
yeah, it was showing me other controllers just now. Now it went away. The other consoles. Okay, yeah, here go my vote right here. GameCube, baby. Woo! Boop 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 boop
Oh,
boop.
look at it.
Yeah, it's such an ugly box, but dang it if it's not like symmetrical and just the simplistic design.
It's a
Ah,
cube.
it's a cube. It's a cube. It is. It is a goddamn gone cube. I was only showing me Nintendo. I wanted to try to see if I could switch over to PlayStation. Switch, Switch is too weird. Like I gotta put the thing inside of it. Nah, that's a no for me for the Switch. All right, let me try to find PS1. It should be like spelled like that. Yeah, here we go. Right. Is this the rounded looking one? No, where's that small ass looking one? How you find the small one? Maybe it was this one. I thought they had one that was like a tiny. It wasn't all squared off. It was
The
round.
first Xbox actually looked pretty cool.
I guess maybe
The
it was.
Xbox
Okay, yeah,
original.
yeah. It was this right here. I should have just went to open image. Yeah, this bad boy right here. That's so cute. Look at this. It's like a CD player.
Look at the first Xbox. I thought it was pretty cool because it literally looked like a box that was just shaped like an X all the time. So pretty much, exactly what it's called, but still, I thought it looked pretty
Now that one reminds me of a, I'm gonna say like heavy ass DVD player, because this bad boy was heavy as hell. But it actually
cool. It looked cool. It
that might
looked
take
cool.
the award for me. We'll have to do like a poll. I gotta remember to do a poll later for best looking console because this is good and it has those traces of what the PS2 was doing with the
Yeah.
lines. I'm sure they have a name too. Oh, actually, hold up. I just remember who the freaking king is. PS3, original PS3, OG PS3. That was the pinnacle of beauty. Very fat, but that was the original like beautiful thing.
No.
Oh yeah, it's definitely me today. It's my internet. Look how long it's taking to search.
No. I'm looking at one right now. It's just.
Come on.
No, it's not the.
I'll wait for it to come up and then pull it up.
Your internet is due.
Yeah, no, it's definitely me. Gosh, I should have turned off my router and turned it back on before we started. I didn't know it was gonna be this trash. All right, here we go, right here. Beautiful. Horrible rendering of the picture, but beautiful. Beautiful. It's probably horrible because the internet's so bad.
Are you high? Look at that thing.
You don't like the curve? This like woo, woo, woo. It's so
Wow.
simple.
Look.
I I think this is the best looking console
No.
because we went
They got the
from
little fade to whites in there. Look, they got the little fades to white. They're trying to make the picture look good, but nah.
yeah, that's a great
The game.
photo. That is a great photo. All right, so
Xbox over this for sure.
Xbox, the original, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Actually, shout out to Xbox 360. I think it came in black. I remember the white one I didn't like, but the black,
The
maybe that's
black one was
Xbox.
cool. It was
Yeah,
curved in the middle, which made it look like an X. Actually, if you stood up and looked right at it, it kind of looked like an X.
I won't even dare try to pull it up just because, goddamn,
I think
internet's
it's called
bad.
an Xbox Pro or something like that. I forget what they called it.
Internet take 20 years to pull that up today. Is it? Is it? Coming? It's coming? Nah, I'll wait for it. But yeah, no. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here it is right here. This, all right. I might. Oh, there's two. There's the E. That looks really good. But this one might be the best looking console. Even though standing it up like that is horrible for it because if you knock over the disc, you're screwed. I can cuss on the show because I'll edit it out, but nah, I didn't feel
Yeah,
like
that
cussing. This is really good looking. This is actually, they get points.
one
Hats
doesn't
off to
look.
them. That's beautiful. Yeah, I think they get the award. That's beautiful. Dang, that's a good question. All right, that was a
All
good
right,
one.
look at one word and we're off.
Which one?
One word and we're off this. Okama Game Sphere. The Okama gear.
Okay, wait. Let me go on Google because this probably won't show up here.
Yeah, you got to do Google. Took it down, assuming because you didn't want people to see your porn tags.
I don't want them to see how long it takes to goddamn load up.
I
Why
mean,
is
they,
it?
they
Why
still
is?
here. They
Yeah. Well, yeah. Technically, yeah. You're right. Why is it? It's not. Hold on. Let me pull this up. This is which one is it? Because there's so many different ones that's popping up. Which one is it?
all, all of them. It's
All
not
of
real. It's just
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's
something
not
something.
real, but it's hilarious. All right, let's do the Deviant Art one. This one's really nice. Again, it'll take forever to pull up, but oh
South
man,
Park, the Game Sphere.
Game Sphere because it was a parody of GameCube. I love it.
Yeah, and Drake and Josh is the same thing. It's spherical.
No, that I remember because you can see the face of him saying it. It's spherical. Yeah, I do remember that.
It's spherical. Yeah, that's good.
Wait, shout out to the prop designer. Did they get a like? Because somebody had to physically make that. Like a TV show, you could just draw whatever, but somebody made this. It doesn't work at all, but somebody either went to Walmart and just grabbed something or made that. And for this TV show with this not probably high budget, maybe they just grabbed something from Walmart. Damn, I'd love to know the behind the scenes. If the internet was good today, we'd definitely look that up. But or maybe for later, like how did they get that? That is interesting. PlayStation One.
So, prop masters are people on TV shows that do not get enough credit.
Very true.
Look up Phil Shea from The Office. Like I listen to the Office Ladies podcast, and every time they have a prop, they call their old prop master Phil Shea. He talks about how he had literally had to make this stuff. The last one I listened to was the episode where Dwight owned the building, so he was trying to cut all these costs. So he was taking 2-ply toilet paper and putting it through this little like old timey machine to make it 1-ply. Like he was splitting the toilet paper in two to make it 1-ply. And Phil
Damn.
Shea was like, "This did not exist. We physically had to make this thing that will work like on screen. Like when you crank it, it splits the toilet paper and makes it 1-ply."
That's crazy. This is the show, or I guess yeah, because they've done
Yes,
the
The
muffling.
Office.
Yeah.
The Office.
All right, now it's giving me other people. All right, so let's get on to our next thingy, which is. Oh, you know what I skipped by accident? The dad joke. I got so excited about this podcast. I have a dad joke for you. You ready?
Okay.
If A is for apple and B is for banana, what is C for?
C4 is an explosive.
Plastic explosives. Yes. Don't mess up my joke by saying the punchline.
My bad. What
No,
is
do
C4?
that. Do that. Do that because that's hilarious. Plastic explosives. No, do that. It's funny to just take the wind out of my joke. All right. Now for our rant segment, sipping tea. Would you like to go first? I know you got one cooked up and I got one cooked up.
Yes, I do. So I don't know if you've heard about this Jonah Hill thing, but so I'm not a big pop culture guy. I don't give a crap about celebrities or anything like that. But pull up, like, I know your internet's slow. Pull up the images of Jonah Hill's text. So his ex-girlfriend, like, while you're doing that, I'll explain the story. His ex-girlfriend um posted on her Twitter all of their old text messages and was like, if you get a person like this, you need to make an exit plan because they're abusive, right? So she posted all her old texts on her Instagram or her Twitter or wherever. If I want you to read these texts, they're so tame and ridiculous, and they're trying, like, people are like, oh, he's abusive, he's an abuser. You're a hero you're a survivor for going through this, bro. Are you pulling up these texts?
Yeah.
I don't want to say them. I want you to read them just so you can be like, how could they possibly cancel this? And so his baby was just born 2 weeks ago. She waited until his baby was born to and he's already with another girl. So they haven't been together for, like, I think, like, almost 2 years. And she waited until his baby was born to drop these texts. It's so petty. Now, the one thing I will be on her side with, he was upset with her because
His audio cut out right on the good part where she was upset. What was she upset with him for?
he was upset with her because always with other guys, half naked and all that.
Oh, she was with other guys half naked. She's a model.
To be in a big suit. Yeah, no, shorter. Can you hear me?
No, it's cutting in and out.
Ah!
I know it's right on the good part too. All right, while he's dropping out, I'm gonna read some of these text messages. Here's the transcript. So we got October 21st. Sarah says, I'm sorry I said that. I had a couple beers and I'm just feeling upset because we can't do surf social things without an uncomfortable situation arising that usually feels like my fault somehow. Oh man. I feel you pull away and then the feeding of being the feeling of being defective creeps in. I think I'm not socially intelligent enough to meet your standards as a partner. Oh man. She's definitely being abused right here, and I get frustrated and angry at myself, and I just want you to rip the band-aid off if I'm not good enough for you.
How is she being abused?
She's being abused, not abusive. She's being abused.
How is she being abused? How is she being abused?
She feels mentally deficient. She feels like she's not doing right.
That's with her. She feels deficient. That's on her.
Well, this is only the first paragraph, so we'll see how it goes from here, what he responds with. He better clean it up real quick, because she's basically saying, look, I feel like I'm not good enough for you. It's his job to then fill her with confidence or say, you're right, I don't think this is working out. So let's finish.
Okay, sorry.
Rip the band-aid off. Hold on, don't make me laugh. Rip the band-aid off if I'm not good enough for you. In moments of conflict, my brain just thinks you want to dump me because I'm not good enough for you and you're the GOAT and you can do better and will immediately do once things ends with me. Now, she's already feeling some self-confidence issues, so he got to either clean it up or just say, you're right, I'm not really feeling this. All right, let's see what he says. You're right. We can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. Okay, so she must be doing something out of line. I don't have the context. Elbow did say she was around people half naked. That's a big no-no. I have been vulnerable as possible, and I'm telling you, I am needing you to step up to the plate.
She's a surfer.
Oh, she's a surfer.
So she's a surfer. For her job, she has to be half naked around people. That's her job. That's the.
Oh, that's a big context. Okay, see, yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay.
But his thing is like, I don't want you around other dudes half naked. Now he's Jonah Hill. If he can financially.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But it seems like that. I don't think that they're right for each other. And size all X is wild to me.
That's crazy. Hold on, where I'm at. I've been vulnerable as possible, and I'm telling you that I'm meaning you step up to the plate, which you can. I'm sure of it. But these losers don't get your time if you want me. That's he's putting the law down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. See, now I'm back on Jonah's side because now I got more context. Where's that? If you want time me, I respect. Oh wait, go ahead.
Straight up with her. He not jerking her around. Sorry, I was saying he's not jerking her around. He being straight with her. He like, this is what I want in a relationship. If you can't do that, then I don't think we're right. That's abusive. That's being straight up with somebody.
Yeah, no, you're right. I flip flopped because at first I thought, I'm siding with the woman because that's the first text I saw. Then as I see Jonah Hill with context, I'm back firmly on Jonah Hill's camp until we see if there's anything else that's crazy. It might get crazy. Let's see. Straight up. In consideration, blah, blah, blah. I respect your love of surfing. See, he respects your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. 100% true. So far, nothing wrong said on Jonah Hill's side. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. So far, he hitting her with the facts and in a very polite way. This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. Now, okay, let's start right here. Some men are comfortable with the women doing their job, even if it involves them being half naked. Some men are not. Jonah Hill is one of those men that's not comfortable with his wife being half naked around other dudes. Some dudes are. Like, I could feel like, let me name a celebrity. Maybe Johnny Depp. Back when he was dating Amber Heard, he probably was cool with her doing all that stuff, but then when she took it too far, he was like, it's too much now. I can't think of any other celebrity right now. I'm sure there are celebrities that like don't mind their wife. Oh wait,
I don't know if this is fine to put on Adam 22.
That's what I was about to say. I was just about to say that. Yeah, Adam 22, because him and his wife both get naked on camera, so you putting your wife out there, so you okay with that. And then the situation happened with finally, because Adam 22 situation, he was like, okay, my wife only does things with other women and me. Bam, perfect setup, 100% perfect. Then something happened where I guess
it was smooth as crap on her part. She got exactly what she wanted to do.
Yeah, with Adam 22, I don't know. I think he said he was like mad about it at first, but then he was okay with it.
Bro, it's like, dude, this is next with him and like 100 women. So then she's like, all right, I just want to have sex with one dude.
Oh, okay. So there was the long con.
Up, bro.
Yeah, it was the long con. She got him with the long con. Like, hey, you did it 100 times.
It was a long con.
Damn. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. I feel for you, brother. You got the long con. You got a long con. She set you up. She set you up to dry. She gave you 100 times, and then she asked for that one time, and she picked somebody. I don't even want to go all crazy. She picked somebody.
Blessed.
Yeah. Yo, yes, blessed. Hold on, stop. I can't continue. She did, and I can't. Man, okay, so yes, those are the examples right there. And Jonah Hill was like, nope, that's not gonna be me. So he said, this isn't me. I have issues that I on my own. If you want our marriage, they was married too. Oh yeah, she tripping. If they was dating, that's different.
It wasn't married, but it was. Look, so Jonah Hill. I think this was like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. He already has a baby with another girl. At this point, Jonah Hill is trying to, like, he's older. Like, he's trying to settle down. He's not trying to be with no models forever. Like, bro, my man's on the next path of his life, this next journey in his life. And she's still sitting here with all these dudes, bro. Nah.
That's like, Drake says something in one of his songs. I forgot. He was like, you can't be partying with no other guys. Like, if I'm after you. I mean, but Drake probably still got 20 other girls. But I feel like Drake's still a simp. Well, younger Drake anyway. I think older Drake with braids now, he over that stuff. But he was like, listen, if I'm feeling you, you can't be out partying with no other dudes. Because that's going to mess up what they trying to build. So I'm right there with you. I feel you on that.
Who was, Keke Palmer? Remember she's sitting there, like, partying with Usher? Then her husband got mad that everybody got mad at him for getting mad.
Mm-hmm. They made memes about that. That was funny with the Usher situation. He was like, the one guy watched Ace Vane. He's like, you might as well just break up with me now. You're going to a goddamn Usher concert. It was hilarious. But my rant is not as funny as yours, but it is at the same time. It's a little bit messed up. So I recently uh, injured myself in the kitchen, and actually no, let me start over. My wife is a cannibal.
The hell does that mean?
A cannibal is a person that eats human flesh.
I know what a cannibal is. What the hell does that mean? What the heck was she doing?
All right, here we go. So I'm gonna set the scene for you. So I decided to go, a little fancy, fake gourmet, and I wanted to make some dinner. So I was making salmon, herb crusted salmon with cheese and asparagus and potato wedges. And for appetizer, I was gonna have spinach dip and apple chips. So I looked at the recipe for the apple chips. So you have to cut the apples very, very thinly. So I got this food chopper with the sharpest blades ever that we hate and we love. Well, I love it because it chops up food really sharp, but I hate it because it's so sharp. Like, I currently right now on my pinky have a band-aid on it because I did not follow the instructions correctly, and I put the apple straight on the blade that you're supposed to like swipe left and right across, like choo, and it slices it. And you're supposed to put the apple on this holder so you can hold it without cutting yourself. But I was just being all fast and maybe yapping. Oh, sorry, talking about it right now, my pinky starts to hurt because this is last week. So it's very recent to me. And this is like right after the podcast. That's why it's going into this podcast. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this after I came to this realization. So the very first slice I do, I cut my fucking pinky off, basically. And my...
Off?
Yeah, okay, not off. But for the podcast, off. Let's just say off. So I cut my pinky off, and it's bleeding profusely. Blood everywhere. Looks like I just got shot. It's so crazy. I'm like, help! Help me!
I'm starting to think you might be exaggerating.
Well, I'm not. I do have a pinky, and I can bug the wifey. She's on the porch right now, and she'll give you her version of the story. I'll watch the kids while she does it. This will be funny. So yes, I cut my pinky off. We clean it up, mostly me, because she's dealing with changing the baby's diaper at the same time. I'm like, help me! So we clean up the wound. Blah 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 blah. I go ahead and finish cooking using the same blade. A day later, as I'm thinking about it, the apple chips are cut sliced and thinly. I'm like, wait a second. We cleaned up my wound, but we never found that bit of my pinky, and I threw everything in the air fryer and turned it into chips. So that means you ate my pinky flesh. She's like, ew, that's gross. And I'm like, you a cannibal. She's the cannibal. Disgusting. Yeah, my wife just killed me, murdered me. So that was my rant, that my wife is a cannibal, and that's illegal. She ate part of my pinky flesh, and it was gross. I mean, it turned into apple chips. I seasoned. It's not. I seasoned it with cinnamon and stuff, so it was delicious. But it was also, she's Hannibal Lecter now.
The heck, people keep calling my.
All right, well, let's just go on to the next topic. So, topic number 2: when is it okay to speak out? So, if you see something going wrong, when is it like the appropriate time to speak out? Because, like I said, with that topic or with that news article I saw, I was like, well, my channel doesn't really talk about that. Should I speak out about it? So I want to know your opinion. When is a good time to speak out? It's a good debate because I've been having it with my wife. Like, hey, look, if you're silent about it, that means you're complicit. If you see something happening and you don't say something, you're complicit to it.
See what happening?
All right, let's see. Hold on. I don't want to go too dark. Let's say you see someone abusing someone, and I'll just keep it at that. If you don't say anything about it, you're complicit. So sometimes in certain cultures and families, someone might come out and say, oh, this person, may have touched me inappropriately. And then the family member doesn't, the older people don't do nothing. They just say, all right, well, just don't be around that family member. But they still complicit because they're not taking any action to report that to the police or whatever. That's just one instance. But that's what I mean. When you're getting aware or made aware of certain things happening, when should you speak out?
I don't know if it's a blanket thing. I think it's case by case.
Case by case. Okay, so let's say you're walking from parking your car and you're seeing someone getting mugged. What are you doing in that instance?
Shit.
Complicit, man. You complicit. Now, okay. Let's change it up a little bit. You walking from
Complicit in what?
you complicit in your
What? I'm an
your
innocent bystander.
you are.
I'm a guilty bystander. You trying to create right now?
Oh, hold on. Maybe, but just hear me out. You're complicit in your close environment because I said you're parking your car. So this is now your neighborhood. This is where you live. And I said you're on your way home. So this is where you live. You're complicit in your neighborhood's demise because you chose not to say something as a citizen because there's neighborhood watch signs in your area. I know because I drive past your goddamn area. And you ain't see something, you ain't say nothing. You could have said, hey, a little anonymous tip or something. I don't know if you had a response because I couldn't hear you.
Heard. I said that ain't my job.
All right, now let me switch it up. I'm only doing a small tweak. Say there's a pizza store right near you. Say you parked your car and you go to that pizza. Well, you ain't gotta say it out loud. I don't want no stalkers for you. Yes, but that place. Say you go in there.
Don't nobody know Pete's. You can find me at Pete's. What the heck?
All right, it's making me laugh. Say yes, you're going to Pete's, and then while you're sitting inside there or ordering your food, whatever, you see someone fidgeting with a door handle, and you ascertain in your own brain that that person does not own that car. They're just checking door handles. What are you doing? What are you gonna do?
Shit.
Okay. Shit again. We had two shits. I'm gonna try to give another scenario. Give me a second. You are. All right, this one I know you're going to say something because I'm giving you an easy one where you feel compelled to have to say something. You're in the supermarket and you're at self-checkout and a couple stalls over from you, a couple registers over from you, remember self-checkout, an old person just tumbled forward. What are you going to do?
What do you mean tumble forward? Fell?
Yeah, they were walking and they fell forward.
I would help them up.
Okay, you would help them up. All right, I gave you a situation where you had to do something. Jesus. Finally. All right, now what if... I'm trying to think of something
I didn't say anything, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of a situation where it's like you can observe and be an asshole. Damn it. I'm trying to think of one where it's like not only did they fall, but maybe somebody pushed them or something. I guess there's like an ignorant person. There's an old person trying to self-checkout, but there's an ignorant person who cut in front of that old person and pushed that old person over. Then what are you doing?
Depends. How big is the ignorant person?
It's a woman. Both women. One older woman, one younger one.
They're both women. Old lady, young lady?
Yep.
Are they white? Because if so, I don't think it's any of my business.
Hold on, don't make that. They black then. Well, no, the younger woman is black. Younger black, we'll say ratchet. Yeah, I don't like to put down my own race, but let's just say they ratchet. So you already know what they look like. And then the older white woman, summertime, it's hot. The younger woman being real ignorant. The older woman is just moving slowly, trying to, get to the thing. The black woman sees the opportunity to just snake her and go straight to the checkout and pushes the older white woman. What you doing?
All right, you want me to be completely honest?
Oh, God, this is going to get edited out. Sure, yes.
I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to start recording.
Well, at least that's realistic. That is, honest and realistic. I can't think of any more scenarios. Oh, I guess I know you wouldn't do anything on this situation, but let me give you another one. You're driving and all right, you're not gonna stop and get out your car, so never mind. I was about to give you one where you're driving and you see somebody that need help on the road.
Get out of my car! Are you crazy?
Yeah, I already know. Once I said it,
so
I was
get stabbed and kidnapped, chloroformed.
I knew you weren't gonna do anything.
That nigga better call AAA.
I can't think of no. See, I didn't think it was going to hit me with that, so I didn't come prepared with any issues. We might come back to that topic later on.
Say, who do I look like? The Pet Boys? You got me out here helping random bystanders in the road?
The Pet Boys. That's freaking hilarious. All right, so now we're on the Guess the Movie segment, but this time it's real. I don't know what that means. I just wanted to say that. This time it's going to be crazy. So what this is, you're going to guess the movie based off the AI image. I'm getting ready to pull up the AI image for you right now. I'm trying to see if I can zoom in So there's no, you can't see nothing else. You can kind of see the background. Let me, damn, I can't open it in a new tab. I want to open it up in a new tab real fast. Give me a second to just like download these. Because I don't want you to see the background for the other ones that are there. Oh, it's doing that. All right, no. It's trying to put them in different things. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta let it download. All right. You can just kill the air, talk about whatever. It puts them in a zip file, so I have to unzip it now. It's so annoying.
DJ, wait till you finish.
Unzip. Guess
Yeah.
DJ, wait till you finish with the toy. I know you wanna play. It's okay.
Why is it only showing me this one zip file?
Do you play Minecraft still?
Thank
No, not
Do
really.
you play Minecraft
you. Be in
still?
a nice bed.
Not really.
Thank
Mending is such an OP enchantment. And they usually only cost 2 experience to put it on your stuff.
you. Don't kick him.
How do I view it as a I'll just like this. Extract here. Okay, this is better.
Start playing Minecraft again.
What's up, kid?
Can't you do this? Alright, I need to open up a window. What if I do photos?
Stop it.
Oh no, it doesn't show it. Let me add an image. Download. And alright, here's first image. Guess the movie. Whoops. Oh no. Did I just get rid of it?
Come here.
I did.
Come here.
Hold
You
on a
want
Guess the
some
second.
movie.
Yes, based on this image right here.
Saving Private Ryan?
You can see it, right?
Yeah.
That's what you picked?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, this, I thought you had that gun.
No, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of all this other stuff that's in the background. Stream overlay, everything. I was trying to make it
Rush
full
Hour, right?
screen. Correct. The answer was Rush Hour. This is the image that I used. Yep, that is correct. Alright, so next. Oh, well, it doesn't show. Stupid formats are not the same. Sorry, I was trying a new format. Or new thingy. Alright, next movie. So you 1 for 1. Keep track of your score, because here's the next one. That was an easy one to get you started. This one, I know you're definitely not going to get. Alright, here's the next one right here.
65.
The fuck? I mean, excuse my language. You got it. That was fast, too. I didn't mean to cuss with you. You got me mad just now because you got it too fast. I ain't even finished pulling up the rest of the thing. Yeah, correct. That's exactly what that was. You got it. Spot on. Dang. All right, don't guess so fast. Let me, God, dang. Give some suspense. You got it good. All right, that was good. I'm going to do more of these because you seem to like them. I only have 5 for you right now. This one you're not going to get. For real, you're not going to get this one at all. Here it is. It's over for you, champ. It's over for you.
This is what this is. However, I'm going to guess. And I'm going to guess. What the heck? What the hell is that in the front? Okay. I'm going to guess. Is this a movie or a show?
All these are movies. I'm not going to do shows yet.
I'm going to be totally wrong with this, but I'm going to say Slumdog Millionaire?
Hold on. Slash text me. We're going to lock that in. And you are, let's find out if he's correct.
I'm definitely wrong.
Definitely wrong. It was The Wash.
You know what? That joint in the front messed me up.
Yeah,
It confused the crap out of me. Okay, you're taking the. Okay, okay, I see what's going on.
yeah. Taking the movie poster. Like I said, after doing these a couple times, fans will start to get it. You'll start to get it, and let's see if he gets it this time. This one should be easy for you. What you got?
The Departed.
Good, 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 good. I didn't want to go too hard on you, but I can go crazy and do 2023 movies because I know you don't watch them. That's why I was shocked that you got 65 because that came out this year, and I didn't think you saw that movie to even know that. So that threw
I
me off.
haven't seen it. I've seen the cover.
All right, so next one. This one you should really get. This was the easy one just in case everyone was too difficult for you. What movie is
Okay,
this?
yeah.
Hold on, let me get the damn image
It's
up there.
Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man though?
It's Spider-Verse. Sorry.
Okay, but which Spider-Verse is it? Is
What
this
do you mean?
is this Into the Spider-Verse across the? Well, you said the new one. Correct. Yeah. I didn't know if you knew which one it was. Yeah, this is Across the Spider-Verse. You said the new one.
Other side characters on the side.
Yeah. Well, you can barely see it. It barely registers. We got a person just joined in the chat. We got Sly Cooper. What's up, man?
Not much, not much. Enjoying the beautiful weather here in New England.
What's up, Sly?
Not much, man. How you been?
Chilling. How old were you when I met you? Because you have the same voice, and I thought you were young. For some reason.
15, bro. You met me when I was 15. You were playing with me.
Why you got the same voice, cuz?
Why'd
Because
you
I'm
say
only 23.
playing
I
with
haven't
me?
hit puberty yet.
You've definitely hit
You ain't hit
puberty.
puberty yet.
Why you always playing with kids?
Our
You
last.
guys are probably twice as old as you were when I
I am twice as old. I am now. Yep.
met you.
No, I did not meet you 15 years ago.
You met me in 2015, which is close enough. Man, you're still one of the richest people on the Minecraft. Sadly, richer than you.
All right. Top.
Yeah, you've been retired. That's
Yeah. Topic number 4. Is the MCU falling off?
Yes, but it can get back up.
What's it going to take to get back up?
am I
Kang,
supposed to answer that? Or am I just sitting here?
you're answering that too. You're here.
What's it gonna take to get back?
Yep. Kang the Conqueror.
Okay, well, Disney's.
Let's,
I think Disney's.
well, obviously, Disney ruins everything it gets.
Yeah. I mean, it's great on its own, but when you don't let it make sense, then you make it for it.
You weren't here last week, but my rant was about Artemis Fowl, so yeah, you don't have to Disney.
I'll catch that on the. Go watch that clip.
You think having the X-Men will bring back the glory days of the MCU? Because that's a whole new set of stories that they can tell.
We should not.
Uh, 5, 6, we would have been top.
Leave the X-Men alone for about 5 years. I would say work with the MCU characters you got. Tell their stories. Finish a lot of their stories. Maybe you, and then you bring in that 6 years from now. 2030 is a good year to bring that.
So basically, what the MCU is currently working towards is the young Avengers. So the older actors are, getting out their contracts and whatever. Now they have this cast of younger people. You like the young Avengers?
Boo!
Oh, boo! You know young Avengers? Damn.
Boo!
You got young Hawkeye. You got She-Hulk. You got Ms. Marvel. Who else? They have the Patriot. That's Ms. Marvel, not Captain Marvel, different person.
But so both Marvel superheroes are going in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's why the new movie in I don't remember, August or whatever, it's gonna be called The Marvels because there's 2 Marvels in it, and there's Monica Rambeau. I don't know her superhero name. I think it's Phaser or something like that.
Photon.
Photon, yes, Photon. Thank you.
Is that how delayed my voice is? Jeez.
Oh yeah, very delayed. Yeah. But my problem with the MCU is its most recent television show, Secret Invasion. That show should have had a much bigger budget. The problem is because it's a TV show, they can't really recoup on their money, so they're not going to throw a big budget at it. But they should have had, just more expansive things happening. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm just going to say that it didn't have as much expansive things happening that should have happened. It should have just been much bigger in scale with more cast and more episodes. Honestly, if we're going to do a TV show, give me more
Let me just
episodes.
tell you, by the time my voice catches up, that you are totally wrong, sir. What they need is smaller budgets, smaller stories to tell the stories they already finished those stories. Other
Just got way
cinematic universe.
too political for me.
That was
That would help.
No,
yeah.
you guys sounded like a perfect politician debate right there. Like, Maska had a perfectly good argument about why we should fund schools, and then you came in with like, nah, we need to build better bridges.
No, I want small stories to be told too, but in the context of just that one TV show, Secret Invasion. It scared the crap out of me. That should have been a much larger story. Now you can have smaller stories. Ms. Marvel was an example of a smaller story. Moon Knight was an example of a smaller story, and those two shows were really good. She-Hulk was good too. I enjoyed She-Hulk, and that was small scale. But if you're gonna do Secret Invasion, in the comics, that spanned across different people's story, meaning it wasn't just focusing on Nick Fury. In the TV show, it kind of, again, spoilers, just focuses on Nick Fury. It doesn't really capture everybody. Like, everybody was affected in the comics versus on the TV show, where it's like, everybody's affected, but they're off screen getting affected. They're not showing anything. They're just telling you how big this is, not showing you. I want to see it. Put that budget into it. Let me see what's happening. Give me cameos. I know it's being greedy, but I want cameos. Pay these people and give me cameos.
Stop with the cameos.
Yeah, we're definitely on two opposite sides
So
of the
y'all
comic
gonna
book
watch
spectrum.
See one episode with Daredevil in it. Get the hell out of here.
I am. They got me. That was great. I love that. That was great.
That's without debate.
Now I'm on the side of give me those throwaway cameos. I loved it. I appreciate it because it makes the world feel more connected versus keeping everybody in a separate story.
So quick question. You guys got me thinking about all these different shows. Did you two catch the Supergirl?
I think I saw all the episodes of that. Maybe not the last season, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Somebody. So I thought the acting was absolutely horrible in the whole show. That's the only problem I have to say. Like, I won't give any spoilers. I just think that they could have done better with hiring better actors. The storyline was there. There was just no acting.
The one season that was the best season was either season 3 or season 4, and they had the villain. So if you ever played Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the character Starkiller, the actor that plays Starkiller is an actual TV show actor too. He was the villain for one of those seasons. I think it was the 2016 season because he was basically trying to be like a superhero version of Trump or something along those lines, because that show was very woke, and that's okay for that show. But the villain was basically playing like a anti-superhero supremacist, basically like a human who gets, I guess, some gear to make him be able to go toe-to-toe with Supergirl. But then he had like all these dudes on his side, like, yeah, we don't need a woman. We got this. We got this guy.
Overhaul.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a good villain.
Or Amon.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a good villain because it felt like, okay, we have a superpower person.
Any number of villains with that same motive.
Yeah, but humans are rebelling against it. And it was kind of trying to be, again, the show was woke, so it was basically coming at like white male masculinity and shit. But I think he made for a great villain because Supergirl couldn't just kick his ass, because every time she would step up to him, he would be like, oh, you see what she's doing? You see what she's doing? She's about to kill me. So it would be like that. Like, how can she beat this threat? Yeah.
She should kill him, and then in 2 months, some people forget about his whole point. She'll still be around.
No, he had basically the equivalent of Reddit on his side. So if she'd have killed them, she would have been forever on.
Oh, Reddit. They've accomplished so much.
They got the Snyder cut, or that might have been 4chan, but they got the Snyder cut.
DC just wanted to make more money by showing y'all the same movie.
Bro, don't be talking about conspiracy theories on here.
That's what Reddit's all about. Conspiracy theories, trashing whichever side. They trash the left on there, they trash the right on there. That's why it's good to be a moderate. Just take it right down the middle.
I'm sure you do want to take it down the middle. The way you're bending over for Disney and DC.
Sponsor me, DC. Sponsor me, Disney. I don't think Disney's gonna sponsor me. I got a better chance. I think honestly, I got a better chance of getting a DC sponsorship than I do a Disney one. But I would love a Disney sponsorship. Either
You ain't
or.
getting no Disney
Oh, I'm
sponsorship.
talking trash, but I would sell out so fast.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd sell out. You know, give me that sponsorship
I
money.
would turn Disney down.
You want me to talk about Secret Invasion? Oh my god, that show is so good. Nick Fury is a masterclass actor in that show. Oh, Secret Invasion is just so
Nick Fury
good.
is not an actor. He's
Oh,
a character.
Sorry, don't mess up my sponsorship, okay? Samuel Jackson is giving you the best performance that Samuel Jackson has ever given in this show. My God, you got to watch Secret
Over
Invasion.
Django? Over the
Um,
Negotiator?
oh, definitely not
Over
over.
Jackie Brown?
Definitely not over Django, because Django he was hilarious in that. But over all those other things.
This nigga ain't gonna say anything else.
Because, see, with Django, he can cuss. On this show, they let him cuss a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. But on Django, he could cuss like crazy.
It's like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
English mother effer, do you speak it?
All right, yeah, nothing's beating that. Nothing's beating that. But it was also, wasn't he in Hateful Eight? I think he was in Hateful Eight as well, right?
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, he was really good in that, too. All right, never mind. Well, I mean, it's still good. Sorry. Secret Invasion is still good. Disney sponsor me.
What the heck was the name of the lady? It was her haberdashery, Millie's haberdasheries. Or Millie's
I gotta
Haberdashery.
watch
He said,
Hateful Eight
if
again.
you would know
and
Minnie, you would know that. He said, if you know that there was a sign over that bar last year that said, "No dogs," and
I gotta clip that into the podcast because that was a really good, yeah. That show, oh man, so good. All right, well, yeah, MCU, you have not fallen. Please sponsor me, but you also got to put more money into the budget. You can make small shows. Don't think that I'm not on his side. You can also make small shows, but when you do a crossover show, well, I guess that show wasn't Secret Invasion wasn't intended to be crossover, but the name implies that it would have been. Just give me big budget on TV. That's what I want. But again, still do your small shows too. Do both. Give me the.
18. I'm sorry, just trying to help that sponsorship.
Yeah. But that's it for this episode. Any final thoughts before I let you guys go?
no.
All right, well, folks, thanks for watching. You can catch us same black time, same black channel. We out.
Sell out and
Oh, and we'll sell out if we need to, but we won't be selling out to what's one of those products? Raid Shadow Legends. This episode sponsored by Raid Shadow. It's like, no, you can sponsor us, Raid. We got you. We'll give you a sponsorship spot. Raid Shadow Legends.